Persona 4 Arena Ultimax.
Alrighty. Thanks for letting me know what game we're playing, Yosuke. Thanks for that. Alright. Hello YouTube, welcome back. Leave a like on the video. You know what to do. Comment, let me know your favorite Persona 4 character, and then let me know your favorite Persona 3 character right after that too. Sound good? Cool. Alright, so we're doing Aigis today. We're doing Aigis. We're gonna
Are you awake?
I'm sorry.
That sounded like a
I
Dachi.
had turned off my consciousness to test the new equipment installed on me.
Okay.
Yes, that's why we use the emergency channel. We've been asked to go into action.
Never mind, that sounds more like Narukami. But that's Johnny Young Bosch, that's what I'm trying to say.
Has something happened? Who sent the request?
We'll brief you on the details in transit. Also, regulations say that the member with the lowest serial number is in command. Currently, that's you.
Oh.
I'm in command?
Aigis is in command?
Are you sure about this?
You're well suited for it, in my opinion.
Aigis.
Understood.
Alright, we're in the airport. Oh. May 1st, 2012, 9:30. Men equipped with assault suits and tactical vests line the concrete ground. Their urban camouflage and unmoving poses give them the appearance of an orderly line of rocks. 30 minutes have passed since the special assault team took up their positions on the landing strip, surrounding the stopped passenger's plane. Their captain glares at the plane before he slowly turns around and looks at each of his men. Every last one wears ski masks and thick tactical visors to mask their identities, but he knows them nonetheless.
Tell me about the situation and make it quick. We don't have much time.
One of the team members steps forward. The touchscreen tablet in his right hand has a summary of the case on it. On May 1st, 2012, around 0900 hours, a wide-body passenger... 0900... Alright. A wide-body passenger aircraft headed for Kagoshima sends out a 7500 squawk code during passenger boarding. Following the signal, the captain reported to the control tower that their aircraft had been hijacked. Since the uprising occurred during passenger boarding, only half the passengers, 168 exactly, had boarded. The 10 crew members bring a total of 178 hostages thought to be on board. Some passengers seated near the hatch had succeeded in escaping. The following points were gained from questioning them. Take care not to be seen by the hijackers. There are 3 hijackers. All of them are covering their faces with ski masks. All of them are armed with what seem to be pistols. From their voices and builds, they appear to be males. They all spoke fluent Japanese. Currently, the aircraft in question has moved to the front of the landing strip at the hijackers' insistence, and it stopped there. The authorities have attempted to negotiate with the hijackers by radio, but they have made no demands. The team member finishes his report. The captain nods silently and addresses his
There
team.
hasn't been a plane hijacked in this country in over 10 years. None of us, not even me, have dealt with this before. Still, the procedure remains the same. Trust yourself, remember your training, keep a cool head.
The captain turns towards the plane again. Taking that as a cue, the team scatters to their specified posts to take up positions. The only thing to do now is to see what happens. Okay. When are we going to play with Aigis, though? Eventually 10 o'clock comes around. Half an hour has passed with no new developments. Repeated attempts to contact the hijackers have been made, but they have yet to make any demands. Tensions are beginning to rise. The worst case scenario is that they have no need to make demands, that their objective is to seize the passenger plane itself. In this case, the team would be facing a large-scale terrorist attack.
Come on, talk to us.
Yeah, talk to us. The captain mutters to himself, deep in thought. From the perspective of rescuing the hostages, every second that passes without learning the hijackers' objective is a second wasted. The captain and his team can wait in hiding, but the same is not true for the passengers on board. For untrained civilians, extreme stress can lead to physical and mental problems. It's true not only for the hostages, but for the hijackers as well. When people lose their nerve, they tend to act rashly. The hostages will begin to lose hope, and the hijackers will begin taking it out on the hostages. An hour into the incident, anything could be happening inside the plane. The captain could do nothing but glare as the time ticked by. Okay. After 15 more minutes had passed... Oh wait, guys, I'm so sorry. Completely forgot. This is a P3 stream. All emails and calls going through stations near the airport are being checked, but at the moment no messages are thought to have been sent from the inside of the plane. It appears that the hijackers had confiscated all cellular phones as per standard hijacking plans.
There's a report from HQ. They picked up a transmission from one of the passenger's cell phones. It's a smartphone with GPS, so they can tell it's inside the plane.
Confirm those details for me.
There are 2 possibilities. The hijackers are using the passenger's phone to contact associates outside, or passengers contacting someone in secret. The latter possibility is more likely. More and more devices have communication capabilities now, making it extremely difficult for hijackers to remove them entirely from play. And the more hostages that there are involved, the more courageous they become. and the more likely they are to take risks. Unfortunately, more hostages involved means it's all the more dangerous to provoke the hijackers. Each individual hostage is worth less to them. The details of the transmission make it apparent that the situation is worse than the team had assumed. The cell phone's owner is a man in his 60s in first class. He signed up for a certain service after being diagnosed with a heart illness. It's a remote EKG monitoring service that keeps track of the patient's heartbeat. A scheduled message was automatically sent from the patient's cell phone. The service provider promptly contacted the police, informing them that the man was in bad shape.
Man's life is at stake if we don't wrap this up within the hour. Looks like we can't stall for time.
We gotta get to action right now. As panic spreads, a proposal for negotiations based on this fact and a proposal to storm the plane are both considered. But because only half the passengers had boarded, the situation inside the plane is uncertain, making devising a tactical plan difficult. Though if nothing is done, a passenger will surely succumb within the hour. Okay. A blunder like that must be avoided at all costs. That was the thinking that guided the police officials to make their decision. That same day at 10:30.
What? Withdraw? This is a hijack. What are you thinking, withdrawing our people? Yes, I understand.
Wait, what's going on?
Okay, like, I'm confused.
Orders are orders. We'll fall back.
These are the parts of the game that I don't like. Like, I don't care about any of these characters. No one understood the sudden withdrawal order. Why withdraw the team during a hijacking? No one on the scene agreed with the decision, but the order could not be overturned. The men here are not the brain, but limbs whose power is best put to use by precisely following orders. Just then, another group approaches without a sound. Its members are dressed differently in suits and trench coats, but all of them are wearing black and sunglasses. At a glance, it is clear they are tall, well-built, and used to rough situations. God damn. With nearly 20 of them gathered in one place, they're imposing despite their silence. They don't seem to be airport personnel, but neither are they known to the police. But the captain senses they're in the same line of work and approaches.
Who are you?
His voice is laced with suspicion, but the man at the head of the group speaks dispassionately as if he'd heard nothing.
Half hour, we're in command of this scene.
Men in black, baby.
You didn't answer the question.
Shadow operatives.
Who's responsible for this?
The captain's tone unconsciously hardens. The group of men in black parts and the one of their number in the rear steps forward. The captain can't stop himself from furrowing his brow. He can already sense the unrest spreading amongst his team who watches in silence. The one who's stepping forward looks like a 17 or 18-year-old girl. She is dressed in black and wears sunglasses like those around her, but her slender build is out of place. Her blonde hair stands out even more in contrast to her all-black outfit. The girl walks a few more steps forward and removes her sunglasses. The captain had intended to appraise the look in her eyes, but only gasped in the face of her crystalline blue. He quickly regains himself and
So you're
frowns.
the one in charge?
Yes,
Are you shitting me?
there is no time to waste quarreling.
Yeah. The girl looks at him fearlessly despite the armed team surrounding her. The absurdity of it all is what helps the captain get over his surprise. Her age and appearance are most likely meaningless. She's clearly no ordinary
You're not
girl.
even gonna tell me who you're with?
I cannot.
So you
Yeah, it's a
expect me
secret.
to hand over control of the scene to you without even telling me who
Yeah, we
the hell
finna beat
you
your
are?
ass if you
I
don't.
believe orders to withdraw have already been
Yeah.
issued.
Her calm, sweet voice only irritates him. The captain closes the distance to the girl, and while he stops short of grabbing her suit, he glares into those blue eyes from only inches away.
I don't know what kind of juice you have in the grass,
Uh-huh.
but are you ready to be responsible for the deaths of those passengers?
Your protests are doing nothing
Yeah,
to relieve
you're
the
not doing
danger.
anything.
Rescuing them as soon as possible is my, or rather, our.
Let me turn this up. I can barely hear. The girl is completely unruffled as she speaks. It's like she's a machine or something. The captain thinks more dumbfounded than angry.
Have faith in us.
God damn, I guess you looking
too
fine, baby.
wish to save
She is. She's looking pretty. She's looking pretty good here. For the first time, something like determination flickers within those crystalline eyes. After looking into them, the captain finds something akin to resolve and confidence in them. He steps back. Raising his right hand to his chest, he shows the girl his watch.
But you got exactly 30 minutes and not a second more.
Who are you? Yo, I hate when, like, bro, they're literally giving you orders. What are you trying to give orders for? Like, nobody cares about what you have to say.
Understood.
Clearly, we're in charge now. After the girl nods, she gives instructions to prepare a stair car to the group she is leading. The captain's fist tightens nervously. Since there are a few uses of her stair car, quietly moving it in place may make the hijackers think that the strike team is getting ready to storm the plane. There's no hesitation to the girl's actions.
Well then, move in as naturally as possible while staying in their blind spots.
Okay. Eventually, a roofless stair car advances slowly towards the passenger
Closest we
plane.
can get without them noticing will be about 10 meters from the plane.
That will be more than enough.
Great. More than enough. What's the point of half-assing it like that? The captain's annoyance begins to turn to curiosity. If she's replacing the SAT, then she must have a plan beyond simple brute force, but...
Now, let's begin.
The stair car stops. The girl gets out of the driver's seat. She walks slightly behind the vehicle, turns toward the passenger plane, and squats down. The captain brings up a pair of binoculars to see what she will do. At first, he assumes she's going to use the stair car's movement as a decoy and send her team in from a different direction. Like humans, most vehicles have significant blind spots above and underneath, yet that doesn't seem to be her plan. Does she plan to make her move while using the stair car as cover? Is she possibly going to snipe them? The captain discards the possibility. It would be foolish to set up a sniper perch at a lower angle of elevation where the girl is now. While the captain mulls over the question, the girl makes an unexpected move. She appears to lower her stance slightly one moment, and then the next she is no longer in sight. By the time the captain realizes she is running, she has already reached the top of the stair car. Her slender body launches like a cannonball from the top of the stairs.
What? She
Oh,
jumped?
she looks kind of badass right here. She looks pretty badass here. Even the stat members voice their surprise. The girl's leap arcs a distance over 10 meters. It's clearly beyond the abilities of a human being. Coming in the middle of a hijacking, the scene seems even more surreal. The girl lands on top of the aircraft and stands as if nothing unusual had happened. She looks at the aircraft beneath her and slowly turns her head to scan it from back to front. It reminds the captain of the movement of a security camera. He knows this should be impossible, but he wonders if she can see through the plane ceiling. Eventually, the girl seems convinced of something and begins walking. When she reaches the boarding hatch at the front, she moves her right hand to her back. The captain notices that a special knife coated gray from blade to hilt is in her hand.
What's she gonna do with that knife?
The girl suddenly lowers her stance and slides down the side of the aircraft. Just as she's about to fall, she thrusts the knife into the jamb of the hatch and dangles from it.
Crazy.
It is crazy. She then uses her left hand. Yo, I don't need to know exactly how she's doing this, bro. God damn! She then uses her left hand to pull the handle and locks the hatch with ease. Once the thick, airtight door just out of the aircraft, the girl nimbly jumps into the plane. The captain is shocked by her dauntless methods. He begins to wonder if she intends to defuse the situation on her own. The captain lowers the binoculars and faces the reality before his own eyes. Who in the world is she that she doubts she had dismisses rise within him again? Bro, this could have been done with like a 1-minute cutscene. A warning light goes in the crammed cockpit. To be fair, this is the first time we're in the plane. Two people there notice it at once. One of them is the captain sitting in the pilot seat. The other is the man holding the gun to the back of the cabin's head. The light is labeled hatch open. Even an amateur could understand what it means. The man suddenly turns and stands ready at the passenger side door. He prepares himself to charge right through it. But he quickly regains composure and turns the gun back on the captain. The man casts irritated glances back and forth between the captain and the door for a while, but eventually approaches the door, his gun pointed at the captain. He cautiously cracks open the door and looks toward the passenger seating. Just outside the cockpit is the first class section, but the passengers were gathered in economy class at the time of the hijacking. First class is empty. The man squints to ward off observation or worse snipers. The window covers were down. Coming into the darkened plane from the bright cockpit forces his eyes to adjust. But from the corner of his eye, he sees a gleam of light shining in that's unlike the regular ones, and within that light is a silhouette. Before he can react, the silhouette figure glows at the distance. A hand grabs the edge of the door and opens it with tremendous force. Two quick, heavy blows follow. The man collapses without a sound. The captain turns around in surprise to see the intruder, a blonde girl with an index finger to her lips, signaling in silence. She first lays the man on the ground and then removes a pistol from his hand. On the closer inspection, there's only a model gun supplemented with metal parts. The scene between the parts is in different places compared to a real gun. If taken apart, the distant big pieces would look nothing like a real pistol. The girl then takes handcuffs from a small pouch on her waist and fastens the man's arms to the seat light near the window. Even if he wakes up, he will be unable to stand. Though the captain still looks as if he wishes to say something, the girl's eyes meet his and insist on silence as she leaves. The reading is not the problem. The problem is I don't fucking care about this. That's my problem. Like, bro, she saves the day, she gets out. I want to read about her interacting with other people, bro. I don't care about this shit. Holy shit. The curtain dividing the first class and economy class is closed. The girl hides herself behind it and peeks through. In a fraction of a second, she lifts her middle finger and points it northwest at the 14th window and blasts a sparkling beam of heat through the glass. It shatters into 1,000 tiny splinters. Like, bro, I don't need to know all these details, bro. There's a man in each of the aisles on the left and right. Neither seems to have noticed her. The passengers and cabin crew are crammed into the seats in the back. Everyone's placement matches the readings of what her heat sensors picked up from above the plane. Both remaining hijackers are close to the first class. The man closest to her is only a few steps away. She judges that he can easily be disabled if she moves quickly. They both carry pistols, but they are the same type as the downed hijacker. From what she can see, the two are mere model guns. The girl certainly pushes aside the curtain and grabs the closest man. Okay, bro. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not reading all this shit. I'm sorry. Like, this is too much.
Do not be alarmed.
There we go.
I have come to rescue you. Your safety has not been secured yet, so please stay calm and remain in your seats.
Talk to him, Aigis. Passengers erupt in a cheer. Wait, what the fuck? There's sporadic applause as well, but there's a slightly hysterical tinge to it in reaction to the tense of the situation.
Me. We were told someone requires medical assistance for their chronic heart illness. His name is...
Just as the girl approaches the center of the plane, she sends a male passenger stand up from a seat. He's extremely calm and quiet as he does so. The girl belatedly picks up on the incongruity. All the other passengers are nervous. It is then that she feels something hard pressing against the back of her head. She knows without looking at it, it's the muzzle of a gun. The nearby passenger's cries of relief suddenly turns to screams.
With your judgment to stay hidden until an opportunity.
Yeah, she's robotic. That's not doing nothing to her. The girl's unperturbed as she continues to look straight ahead. The man stays silent and keeps the pistol pressed against her head. She knows there's no danger of being shot, but she is not yet sure that she is the only one in hiding. Left with no choice, the girl accedes to his demand and moves forward. About 10. Okay, bro.
And you too.
The man doesn't answer. He slowly approaches from the front. The girl is now sandwiched from the front and the back. At that moment, the footsteps sound from beyond and currently leading into first class. The two Cobras would be both react at once, but it's too late. Okay, bro. Cool. 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 Okay. Okay, crisis averted. Cool. Soon after the super team gives a report confirming that aircraft is secure. Okay. Like, bro, I did not have to wait 16 minutes on that. I guess negates Pierce. Rest in peace, bozo. She stands on the stair. Okay, bro, like, come on.
She's done already?
Yeah. On receiving the sign, the SAT on standby start talking amongst themselves.
It hasn't even been 5 minutes. There should have been
5 minutes? That text was not 5 minutes, bro. They made that shit like 30, bro. I would have been there for an hour if I was reading normal.
Is that one even human?
Captain Side's reluctance. Those are the shadow operatives. Yeah.
I've heard that the higher-ups formed an unofficial security group in
This is a good track.
a certain corporation. It's supposedly for cases that are a little strange.
Strange, yeah.
I hear they have some official standing with the police too, though it's all some private enterprise, so technically there's no authority involved at all.
Right.
What? But this is Japan we're talking about.
Yeah.
A search and destroy unit that answers to no department and keeps no records.
Shadow Op. That's such a fire name.
Heard them called Shadow Operatives.
That's such a cool name. He turns on his own blue light as a sign of understanding and waves it left and right. What's good, Mish? The response light comes from up ahead. The girl then sees the captain spreading his arms in a shrug and smiles for the first time. She feels slightly bad for them. Her team may have shamed them, though they have done nothing wrong. I should apologize to them later. But then... You think you also skip Aigis' talking part? Bro, like, cause, like, who cares, bro?
A girl?
What the fuck is that? Oh, that's Labras. The girl seems to be about her age and is wearing a plain cape-like dress. For some reason, her appearance feels unsettling. To begin with, given the heightened security, the parking... Okay.
May I check on something?
Why is it still... Oh, right. Her name hasn't been introduced yet. Oh, the girl calls to the SAT captain over the radio. Noticing some slight interference, she looks down to adjust the frequency dial.
If you look towards my left, in front of the luggage loading bay is...
Aigis could do stuff to me. But during the moment she looked away, the figure
She's not
disappeared.
there.
She's too fast for you, Aigis. The girl looks around, but the figure is nowhere to be seen. Where could she have gone in this open space with nowhere to hide?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I was apparently seeing things.
Apparently, yeah. The girl shuts the radio off. Who was that just now? Was I truly seeing things? With those questions in mind, the girl tries to remember the figure's appearance in detail. Only then does she realize the cause of her unease. The light blue dress the figure wore is very similar to one she herself had. Oh yeah! When we went to Mitsuru's palace, castle, whatever, the beach. She had a dress like that on. The girl puts those thoughts aside and returns to the aircraft. The mission does not end with taking the culprits into custody. In truth, alone with diffusing the situation, securing the safety of one particular passenger was her highest priority. The fact was not revealed to the SAT. The passenger was originally seated in first class, but would have been forced to move. The girl looks carefully through the restless passengers. It is not long before she finds the face she seeks. Looking relieved, the girl walks towards the passenger in question.
Are you all right, Mitsuru-san?
Oof!
I didn't think you'd be the one to come.
The woman who answers has long shining hair that would make an impression on anyone. Facts. Even sitting quietly in her seat, her refined appearance makes her stand out. Aigis knows the woman well.
I was surprised.
Yay, Mitsuru!
Like this. The suspects made no demands. What were they after?
What were they after?
At first, I thought I was summoned because you were their target, Mitsuru-san.
Oh wait, can we pause on this real quick? At first, I thought that I was summoned because you were their target, Mitsuru-san.
Must have thought the same thing and panicked, especially considering there's cargo on that plane they wouldn't want made public.
Right.
Wait a second, that cargo...
Is something wrong?
This hijack seems strange now that I think about it.
What's so strange about it?
Their move before
oh yeah.
takeoff,
We already went through this in Mitsuru's story.
And they forced the boarding announcement to be stopped.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was their way of trying to pull it off with a small team.
Are you saying that rather than a passenger, they were after that cargo? It's true that no one would consider the unloaded luggage during a hijacking.
I guess I need you to check on my things. Though if I'm right, it's already too
Yeah,
late.
Labras is gone. In response, Aigis instructs her team via radio to secure all luggage transport routes, more which she requests a search to ensure that no cargo has been
Even if
taken.
you're right, why would they be interested in your belongings?
My usual cargo wouldn't be worth hijacking a plane over. But I was carrying something sensitive this
Yeah,
time.
Mitsuru could really get it.
Normally, if they wanted it, they'd have to bypass a
She could
Kirijo
get
facility's
it.
security or attack the vehicle transporting it. But by doing it this way, they can divert the entire country's attention with a few model guns.
Mitsuru smiles. Aigis can tell that she is impressed with their audacity despite herself.
Mitsuru-san's cargo. Sensitive belongings for a vacation. I understand.
Yeah.
Hijacking a plane out of a desperate desire for undergarments. This incident will surely go down in history.
Yeah, Aigis, that's not it. Mitsuru's eyes bulge at the unexpected comment.
You're jumping to conclusions. It's not sensitive in that way.
Aigis would rock
Besides, my
midriff.
underwear is
Facts.
in this bag and
Facts.
that's it. Enough about underwear.
She forces a cough and steers the conversation back
More
on track.
Accurately, my cargo contained items from Ergo Research. My trip to Kagoshima was partly vacation, but also to oversee
Partly
their
vacation.
transfer to Yakushima.
The official name of Ergo Research is the Kirijo Ergonomics Research Lab. Both Mitsuru and Aigis have many bitter memories associated with the name. A pall hangs in the air. But a radio transmission from one of Aigis' team cuts the moment short.
Aigis speaking. I see. Understood.
Mitsuru looks at Aigis questioningly and she nods. But yes, Mitsuru could every MM of my Slim Jim? What?
It's as
Menace could take
suspected.
both.
They found that one of the boxes scheduled for transport has gone missing.
I thought as much.
With a small sigh, Mitsuru rises
I
from her
must get
seat.
it back, I guess. The rest of the team can finish up here. I need you to come with me.
Right. Aigis inspects Mitsuru's face
Will
carefully.
you be joining the search as well?
Well, I am personally involved, so yes.
In other words, you will officially rejoin the
Yay!
group and participate in this mission. To be more direct, is it accurate to say
Abandoning
that you
your
are
vacation.
abandoning your vacation?
Mitsuru sighs with some exhaustion. Aigis interprets her silence as
Then I
approval.
hereby transfer command authority to you, Mitsuru-san. Regulations state
Uh-huh.
that the member with the lowest serial number is to take command. And since
Yeah,
you
Mitsuru is
are
the big
member number
boss.
one, the official leader of the security department,
Uh-huh.
Shadow Response
Alright,
Unit,
Aigis, we don't need the full government.
the Shadow Operative.
But I get it, she is a...
I had a feeling I wouldn't be able to enjoy this vacation for long.
She is a droid. Traveling with cargo from Ergo Research suggests that her vacation was neither
But
relaxing nor
I can't
cheerful.
allow anyone to be hurt again by the things we, the Kirijo group, created. We'll
Menace
get
is
this
better,
all
but her
back
sister's
at all
better, bro. I'm
costs.
telling you that. Then I guess Gus be hitting. Bro, what do you mean?
Mission or no mission,
How would you know
I'm
that?
making it a personal priority.
Bro, how? Bro, her guts are all mechanic, bro. You're gonna like, bro, you're gonna slice your dick off in her guts. What are you talking about? Aigis answers loudly and snaps off the police salute that she's finally gotten the hang of. Alright. Cool. I am Aigis. My official name is 7th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. As my name implies, I am not human. I am a humanoid weapon, essentially a robot. Though with the right clothes, a surprising number of people cannot tell the difference. I was created in a research lab owned by one of the world's foremost conglomerates, the Kirijo Group. I was made to exterminate a certain enemy. They are called shadows. Monsters born from people's repressed emotions granted dark life. Shadows can only be defeated by those with the special power of personas. One's persona is said to be the power to wield the shadow within. They are two sides of the same coin, though one cannot have a persona if they do not also have a heart. You'll always be Team Metis, nothing like wood on metal. Not allowed to make breakfast again after I injured myself on the toaster. Bro, what? Bro, did you like stick your dick inside of it? Like mine was. Oh, I see what you're saying. I was given a mind to artificially develop a persona and a body close to that of a human so that my mind could maintain a personality. A heart designed for battle, a body designed for battle. I did endure some suffering because of my original purpose, but I now have a place where I belong. Somewhere I can make full, beneficial use of my powers. That is the security department. Shadow Response Unit. Our nickname is the Shadow Operatives. The Shadow Operatives were formed at Mitsuru Kirijo's group directive. She is the scion of my creators, the Kirijo group, as well as the one who has been given full responsibility for handling the shadows. Our objective is to identify and resolve incidents involving shadows. We do this by eliminating them. Aigis got some row biddies. During operations, our guidelines state that the member with the smallest number has command. The number that I was issued was 5. Wait, so who's 4, 3, 2, and 3? I mean, 2. Though I'm not human, I am treated as a member and not a piece of equipment. Moreover, my number is in the single digits. It's possible that there will be missions like today where I must take command of dangerous operations. In other words, I am recognized as having the same life and dignity as humans. Because Mitsuru-san and the others have such trust in me, I want to repay that trust with results. There's another reason I'm working my hardest on this case. Oh, hold on. Soon after the hijacking was resolved, the stolen cargo was identified. Its content surprised me. Never mind. The 5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon. The unit named Labris. She's one of my sister units. She was sealed over a decade ago and has been in storage with other artifacts ever since. Labris, a humanoid weapon just like me. It is possible that she has a heart. And if she does, I want to save her before she is misused. This is a mission, yes, but more than that, I feel like that it is a duty I must carry out. Alright, let's place a bookmark. Damn, I'm running out of bookmarks. Makoto is 1, Ken is 2, Koro is 3, Jin is 4, and Aigis is 5. And Makoto is not 1 because Mitsuru is 1. And I highly doubt that Ken, Koro, Jin... Oh, wait. Oh, you're trolling. Oh. Mitsuru, Akihiko, Yukari, Junpei, Aigis, Ken, Koro... Junpei has more authority than Aigis? Yukari has more authority than Aigis? Akihiko? Maybe understandable. But Yukari and Junpei having more authority than Aigis? I don't get it. Oh, you're guessing. Okay. But Yukari and Junpei aren't even involved. Neither is Fuka. If they were involved, wouldn't they be here? Oh, due to order the intro? Okay, that makes sense then. The next day, May 2nd, 2012. We wanted to pursue the vehicle carrying Labris as soon as the hijacking was over, but its complicated route made it hard to track. Due to the sensitive nature of the cargo, it is difficult to set up large-scale traffic checkpoints. Fortunately, the license plate number was determined quickly, and we got a rough estimate of the destination. Aigis rocking Junpei no cap, rock his bald ass, bro, baby. Junpei can't hold Aigis. We know this. Our headquarters were moved to a police facility. Mitsuru-san and our team are sorting out the situation to plan for an operation.
And the interrogation of the suspects?
It's begun, but all of them are claiming that their memories at the time are very foggy.
This OST is familiar.
So they've been sent in for evaluation.
I know it's not Persona 4, but is it Persona 3? This is Persona 3. This is the school. This is the taking the test theme, isn't it?
The psychologists who interviewed them think it's possible they're not lying.
So none of the 5 have any memories of what happened during the hijacking.
Normally that would seem preposterous. There may have been some hypnotic effect, but even then...
We're dealing with someone after materials from Ergo Research.
T3 exams, yeah.
Very well informed about shadows.
That's what I figured.
Knowing that, it doesn't seem so strange. It would also explain the extreme lengths they went to create a decoy.
Right.
What else do we know?
Another team member answers Mitsuru-san's question.
Since the cage storing the 5th generation is too large to transport by personal auto, we narrowed our search to large vehicles that left the airport. That, combined with the testimony from our observer and data from the transmitter, allowed us to pinpoint the vehicle in question. The police are already pursuing it via the N system. This is the most recent photo.
He hands the tablet to Mitsuru-san.
area. Wasn't this the place where...
Yes, our routine investigation last year rated
shadow activity
in the area at level 4.
Is level 4 high? How many levels are there? 5? Seems that the culprit in this case had prior knowledge of shadows after all. That is true, we must use extra caution. Many people do not know about shadows, though they are enough of a threat to possibly destroy the world. Then again, I experienced that for myself 3 years ago. Damn, Mitsuru, don't you think it's a little hot in that room? Take that coat off! If someone is trying to manipulate them, we must prevent it at all costs.
Let's talk about the stolen 5th generation unit. Aigis, as the 7th generation, would be her younger sister.
Right.
A sister. My older sister.
Does Metis just not exist, Aigis?
I'd like to know why she was sealed.
5th generation anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labris. The records show her to be the first model fitted with...
Also, 1 through 4 just didn't... They were just like... cones?
In other words, she has a heart?
There's no knowing if it was developed enough to call it that.
Wait, what happened to number 6? Oh, is number 6 Metis?
Actual field use.
What are her combat capabilities?
Or is Metis like number 8 or something?
She wasn't given firearms, since her regulatory system was inadequate. So she was instead loaded with some kind of special equipment.
Oh yeah, she has some crazy equipment on her.
Unfortunately, the majority of the records pertaining to her are missing, which means that's the extent of our knowledge.
Special equipment.
Damn, Mitsuru, those look heavy. Let me hold those for you. Hey, there's some things on Mitsuru I'm trying to hold.
We also don't know why she was sealed. Many of the documents regarding the old Ergo research were lost, probably to cover up incriminating evidence. We don't even know what she looks like. All we do know is that she was a
life-size android.
We'll just have to find out along the way.
Mitsuru-san swipes her fingers across the tablet a few times and shows it to an aide.
These 3 individuals' cooperation.
Let me hold that code for you.
I'd like to join them in the field.
Nah, let me hold the balloons. Let me hold your balloons for you.
Are you sure about this?
Try not to make a scene when fetching them. Not all of them are part of our organization.
The aide nods his assent and returns to his station. Mitsuru-san then turns her gaze on to me.
Frankly, I think we can assume that they'll be
Yeah. You know Aigis is always down to fight. Though Mitsuru-san doesn't say it out loud, I understand what she means. Our highest priority in this operation is to stop the culprit and mitigate any associated danger, not to rescue Labris. Of course, we will try to accomplish both, but in the worst case scenario, we must consider the option of destroying Labris. Fair though, that coat does look really warm. It really does, yeah. Winter coat, that's more like, that's fur. Oh no, it is a coat. Never mind, it's a fur coat, yeah. Destroying a sister unit, it will be a painful experience if she too has a heart.
Thank you for your concern, but I'll be fine.
Mitsuru-san says nothing more and silently nods.
Once we can confirm our target is headed to Inaba, we'll depart at once.
Bet. May 3rd, 2012. As we get ready to depart for Inaba, Mitsuru-san and I go over the last-minute details inside the police station. Mitsuru-san is absorbed with issuing instructions over the cell phone she is holding. Pessimism seeps into my heart as I wait. I begin muttering to myself.
Will we be able to find Labris?
Mitsuru-san's surprised voice makes me realize how unlike me these doubts are.
Will we be able to save her? Isn't that what you really want to ask?
Oh, Mitsuru said the same line in her story. Metis isn't an anti-shadow weapon according to Wiki. Metis appears as the sister unit of Aigis. It is later revealed that she isn't an anti-shadow weapon at all, but the manifestation of the emotions that Aigis discarded after the death of the protagonist. I see.
Don't worry. As I mentioned to Akihiko, fighting Labris is not our priority.
Right.
The reason I formed this shadow operative team is to save lives.
Save lives, got it.
Find her, whatever it takes, and bring her back. We can do this.
We can do this!
I'm sorry to be so pessimistic.
It's alright.
Those feelings you have for Labris, you should tell her when you see her.
You should.
I will.
Friends bound by trust are irreplaceable indeed. I hope that Labris will become one as well. Eventually, the preparations are made and our limousine departs on its journey to Inaba. That evening, we are in Inaba now and traveling down a Midtown street. Though it is called Midtown, it is very different from an urban environment. It is a quiet, rustic road. The vehicle we are targeting is easily discovered. The transmitter that was attached to it when it left from the airport is luckily for us still active. But the vehicle has been abandoned and the cargo is gone as well. To trace it further, we must learn why the culprit came here. Specifically, we need to know the details of what happened last year. So Aigis is Metis' mommy? Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah. That makes sense. But, I mean, they refer to each other as like sisters, so I don't know. Though this was already assumed, so we have a plan. Mitsuru-san orders a driver to park nearby. However, this poses an unexpected problem. Our vehicle is long, black, 8-door limousine. It'll stand out in this countryside town no matter where it's parked.
Mitsuru-san, our activities are supposed to be undercover, correct?
Yes.
For undercover missions, it will be necessary to keep all personnel and vehicles from being noticed.
Right.
Mitsuru-san, may I say something that I've been meaning to say?
That's very
for a
confusing,
while
yes.
No.
Understood.
All I told them was to give us a car with enough space.
Wherever we go, people peer into the windows out of curiosity. We avoid the public eye as much as possible and finally park in what looks like a site for vehicle disposal on the outskirts of the town.
Our contact has arrived.
Yes. I then notice a middle-aged man in a gray suit standing outside the window. I recognize his face. He is one of the 3 collaborators Mitsuru-san contacted before our departure. Scoot over to the door and open the window.
This was not our designated meeting area, yet he has discovered us.
Suddenly, something not unlike exasperation or disappointment appears on his face. Felt like...
You want to know how I did it?
She created Metis like a mom, but manifested her to be her sister. That makes sense, kind of. A little bit. Want to know how I did it? A cough interrupts us.
I appreciate your cooperation, Detective Kurosawa.
Make up your mind, I guess, like, damn. Mitsuru-san gets out of the vehicle and slightly bows. 3 years ago, when we were still fighting shadows in secret, Detective Kurosawa worked as a police officer at a nearby police box. He believed that our intentions were good and supplied us with certain conveniences under the table. His job made this risky, but he always acted on behalf of what he believed to be just. He said this many times while supporting us in the secret. He is a strong man, one who always acts on his beliefs. But now our organization has official government sanction, he can now cooperate with us without being considered a dissident. In fact, now that Kurosawa-san's prior actions are justified, he's been promoted for his expertise. I have heard that he is now a plainclothes detective working at the Central Precinct.
Long time no see, miss. And Aigis, was it?
Yeah.
Indeed. It's
been 3 years. Kurosawa-san fixes his eyes on Mitsuru-san and me. It is faintly awkward. We are both dressed for combat, and I am not wearing any clothes to cover my true form.
Sorry for staring.
Yeah. I know you're staring at them eye biddies, but... I mean, I am too.
A humanoid.
Talk shit about Aigis equals find out.
I was skeptical when I heard, but seeing you in person doesn't leave any room for doubt.
I'm sorry that I kept it hidden back then.
It's alright. It would have caused more of a headache if you'd gone around looking like that.
Hearing him say that cannot help but smile.
You laugh like that makes it harder to believe you're a machine.
I shouldn't make you stand while we talk. Please, get in.
No need.
Sorry. I haven't seen you in a while, so I had a lot to say.
Mitsuru-san asked Kurosawa-san to collect information on the serial murder case that occurred in this town last year. When background investigations were carried out across Japan at the end of 2011, this region showed high readings of shadow activity. But although it was investigated, there were no effects apart from slightly unnatural weather. Then again, what if something happened that was just too hard to detect? Mitsuru-san suspects that the serial murder case was related to these shadows and asked Kurosawa-san to have the local police force share their reports. We could have requested them directly, but what we wanted to would not be the surface information found in the investigation records. There are limits to what an unofficial unit cloaked by authority can do with a direct request. Okay.
I found out quite a bit regarding the case you had me look into. First, I reviewed the report on the incidents from last year.
Okay, this is the same dialogue as Mitsuru's story. I locked gaze with Mitsuru-san.
So what went on here last year?
It's probably related.
Yep.
But I wasn't done there. Parts of this guy's testimony were even more outlandish. If you can take what's in the record at face value, it seems Persona users can
enter the TVs. TV world, Shadow World.
Enter TVs? What does that mean?
It means you shove yourself into a television.
It sounds like. You physically stick your body into the screen and go inside. He claimed there was another world in the TV, and dropping people inside it was the method behind last year's murders.
Fuck Adachi.
This all sounds
Rest in peace, bozo.
absurd. I'm surprised it was included.
Name drop Dojima. Name drop Dojima.
I got in touch with the detective in charge at the time and said the same thing. Apparently, the report was filed by a young partner of his at the time.
Yeah.
He'd entertained the wildest testimonies like this one.
What is it called? What do they call the Shadow World P3? It's called the Dark Hour, and like the dungeon is called Tartarus. Yeah, Tartarus. I think the tie suits Aigis more than the bow. Yeah, I like the tie more.
He sounds like quite the oddball.
If this was what really went on, the police would have had no chance cracking it. But that Detective Dojima is one shrewd.
Dojima!
Even with all the supernatural hocus pocus surrounding the case, he caught the culprit.
Kurosawa-san's eyes. He seems to be tired.
That's all I have for you right now. I should be going. I doubt either of us has time to reminisce over the old days.
Right.
It's funny though. I thought the fighting was over, but you guys surprise me every time I...
Thank you very much, Officer Kurosawa.
Come on, let's go.
Why don't we at least
Daddy.
see you off?
Well,
Alrighty.
that's alright. I've got my own car. I doubt my department would appreciate your tastes. If I ever showed up for work in something like this, I'd be the talk of the force until
It's the same line. Yes, the same dialogue. He opens the door and exits the vehicle. He gives a short farewell and leaves without turning back.
Mitsuru-san, this could be bad. Our sense of social aptitude is in question.
Can't deny that.
What should we do now?
Yes. First, we'll need to...
Yeah, okay. Hearing this makes me realize something. Although I had called it a vehicle disposal site, looking around now, I can now see that there are also household electronics, like refrigerators discarded here as well. In a corner is a stack of TVs.
There is a discarded TV over there.
Yes. Same dialogue, so we can just like keep this going.
I guess.
Don't worry.
Okay, yeah. Extend my right hand and touch the screen. Biggest TV I can see. My fingers brush the glass screen, but although I seem to be touching it, I feel no resistance from its surface. Push my hand forward a little more. A weak light runs across the screen, and my forearm sinks into it.
Amazing.
Rings of light spread from the contact of my arm, rippling like water across a pond.
It's exactly as the police report said. What's it like inside? Do you feel anything?
Not particularly. No. Wait a moment.
My sensor detects a sensation I've never felt before, but the knowledge of what it is has already been recorded within me.
It's the same as mine. It's hard to say definitively since this is my first encounter with it, but I believe this reading
So Labrys is in there.
Personality module.
Does that mean our retrieval target is inside the TV?
That's exactly what that means.
Sounds like fun.
Okay, now from here on out, it's the same dialogue. Looking like a character in a Western movie, he's standing on top of a mountain of trash, his arms crossed. Yes, it's Akihiko.
You didn't show up at the rendezvous.
Yep. I would never forget the man laughing so fearlessly. Like Mitsuru-san, he's a friend I once fought alongside. Akihiko Sanada. He was a student boxing champion in his school days and a staunch ally, powerful even without his persona. He is also our second collaborator on this case.
Yeah.
Yep, good seeing you.
Akihiko.
Yep.
Don't tell me.
Okay.
Mitsuru-san
size and annoyance. Oh yes, Akihiko-san. Okay, yes, we know all of this. It's the same thing.
Get inside from that TV.
Still the
So what?
well.
Our target.
Go on, let's keep going. Akihiko, okay.
We're different from how we used to be.
You made the choice to fight shadows as
That's why
professionals.
I traveled
Yep.
around the world and trained harder than ever. And now that something's actually come up, you're hesitating? We agree.
Talk to her. Akihiko-san's opinion is a bit strong, but he is not incorrect. Could be Akihiko-san understands that being slightly forceful is his role. Because Mitsuru-san takes caution seriously as the ultimate authority in this case, she frequently second-guesses herself. I have seen Akihiko-san's words cut through her hesitation in the past. It shows his trust in Mitsuru-san not to make decisions in his error.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, now we're gonna get the cutscene. We skip this because we've already seen this. And now it's fresh content. I am surrounded by a white light that strains most of my senses to their limits. A portion of my sensors indicate that I am currently in a state similar to freefall. I can't tell up and down from left and right. This continues for a while. Oh, she spawned into the music room. Eventually, my functions slowly recover. I find myself inside an unknown room, sitting on the ground. I quickly stand and check my surroundings.
Is this the music room of a school?
I can see a music stand, a grand piano, a blackboard, and portraits. There's an air of over-exaggerated theatrics to it, but I may not be far from the truth. Is this the world inside the TV? After the surreality of entering a TV screen, this comes as quite a surprise.
No sign of Mitsuru-san or Akihiko-san. Did they land elsewhere?
Here's the...
So much noise.
Yeah.
I can't contact anyone like this.
I attempt to use my communicator, but there's no response. This looks like an ordinary classroom, but it has an alarming amount of radio interference. When I concentrate my senses again, I detect a bizarre disturbance from the entire area that is unlike normal buildings. This may be another world after all. In any case, I must join up with Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san. But just as I begin to make plans to do so, the monitor hanging from the ceiling switches on. What appears on it is, how to describe it, a bizarre figure that looks like a living costume. Teddy!
I spy an unknown yet bewitching babe. How unexpected!
The error? Is he gonna go like red and stuff? Its comical tone does not last long before the voice becomes distorted and the image disappears. Reminding me of a malfunctioning machine. I stare at the monitor. I have a hunch that it will return soon. Just as I thought, the costume reappears, but its behavior is very different now.
04, unintended intruder. Entering elimination process.
You cannot eliminate us. We're too strong. Its mechanical sounding voice is completely different from the joking tone it had before. And that phrase, elimination process, seems that a battle will be starting. I release from the safeties from the weapons built into my body. That's when a large noise comes from behind me. A young man in school uniform comes rolling in with a yell. Is that Kanji?
A human?
Yeah.
Jeez, decided to open right then. This makes no damn sense.
I thought that I was ready for any eventuality, but I had not expected to suddenly encounter a human.
Are you all right? You seem to be unharmed.
Young man looks back at me with a steady gaze while fixing his bleached hair with his fingers. His behavior does not seem to be that of one who came in pursuit of me.
Never seen you before.
Because she's new.
I'm sorry, I haven't introduced myself. My name is Aigis.
Right. Only then do I remember that my appearance would seem very peculiar to a casual observer.
I'm
Transfer
a
student.
I have blue eyes, blonde hair, Gatling cannon.
Gatling cannon, huh?
I'm sorry, forget what I said. In the past, that prepared explanation for students has been effective, but no longer.
I mean, I don't see how Gatling cannon is a good explanation, but okay.
Anyways, I'm Kanji Tatsumi. This mean you're my next opponent?
I just realized Kanji Tatsumi Port Island.
Opponent?
Connection.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I'm talking about a scrap.
You mean a fight?
Uh-huh.
But we have only met Tatsumi-san.
Yeah.
Actually, where are we?
Enough blabbering, you machine.
Damn. With a yell, he slams the folding chair in his hand on the ground. A cold, dull, metallic sound echoes and eliminates any possibility for talking this over. Oh shit. I go quiet. A fake girl. I understand how I might elicit such a reaction, but there is pain in my chest. Though I cannot help but smile at how instinctively I reacted that way. It seems I have become more human-like than I know.
I might have to go up against my senpai, but I ain't gonna hold back against a robot like you.
I'm not gonna lie, Kanji, you're finna get your ass beat right now. Thinking with a calm mind, I noticed a small incongruity with his attitude. When he first saw me, he seemed unsure and claimed that he had not seen me before. Yet, though he knows now that I am a machine, he doesn't seem particularly surprised. Aren't those two things contradictory? I focus my senses once more and enhance the gain on my sensors. I detect a faint interference. Because it had appeared uniformly across all my senses, I hadn't been aware of it. What is this?
Do anything, I'll make the first move.
Alright, Take Mikazuchi, let's go.
A persona?
Light flickers intermittently. Could that be electricity? Aigis cheek clapping the bitch, engaged. Let's do it! A thick barrel-like arm charged with voltage approaches from above. I jump back and narrowly escape with a crushing blow.
Nice dodge.
Uh-huh.
Looks like you got at least a little bit of fight in you.
Persona user, I was careless. I should have expected that possibility since I encountered him inside the TV. I did not know the procedure for attacking a human, but if he's a Persona user, I must defend myself with the usual armaments.
There's no avoiding this fight. I cannot fall here.
Okay, let's fight. Thank you. Let's place the bookmark. Alright, cool. The Heartless Armed Angel. I guess it's not heartless. We know this now. Okay, it's been a while since I played. Ooh, oh shit, hold on. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, I like that. Okay, chill, chill. I don't like that. Nice. Persona, nope. Okay. Stop, stop, okay. Grab. Oh, I missed. Come on, I was blocking. What the fuck? Yo, I'm literally grabbing you. Alright, bro. Come on, can I do my instant kill? I'm losing. I'm gonna lose this match because I'm trying to do the instant kill. I tried doing the instant kill and it's not working. I'm done. Okay. I tried getting a cheeky win. Alright, let me just lock in. I didn't want to play like a bitch, but you know what? I'm just gonna have to. I didn't want to do it, but I have to. You know, I wanted to have some fun, but nope. Kanji. Nah, I'm just gonna do you like I do the rest. Okay, chill. Yup. Boom. Okay. Go. Oh, boom. Boom. Nope. Stop. Boom. Is this fun, Kanji? Is this fun to get your ass beat like this? Because this isn't fun for me, man. How did you hit me? Okay, boom. Okay, yep. I'm not bad. I'm nice. How do you just keep spawning so many chairs? Stupid. Boom. Oh, fuck. Okay, he got me. Instant kill right here, though. Instant kill. Did he just use his instant kill? Okay, now I actually have to finish him now. Can you? Okay. No way I lose this shit again. Right? Like, no way, right? Okay, holy shit. Why was that so hard? Okay, let's place a bookmark here. Alright.
Are you alright, Tatsumi-san?
I helped Tatsumi-san up off the ground and called to him. After repeating myself several times, I hear a groan.
Damn it. Oh, whoa! Hands off!
Sorry. If you can't stand, then I'll carry you.
I pick up Tatsumi-san, who's still lying down with both arms.
Damn. You're a hell of a lot stronger than you look.
She is.
Whoa. How come you're carrying me like this? Like a bride or something?
This is the spousal method of carrying.
Yeah.
Wait, it's the bridal? Oh,
huh?
Wait a second. Are they pretty much the same thing?
I think they're the same thing, right?
Tatsumi-san, you seem completely...
Why is his face like that?
That's what I've been saying. Hey, stop with the Tatsumi-san crap.
Yeah.
Making my skin crawl. Just call me Kanji.
You don't object to being called that?
Uh-huh.
I'm an artificial person, after all.
Huh?
Yeah.
Who cares? If I say it's fine, then it's fine.
Wanji, man. I fucking love Kanji. When I put Kanji down in his request, he turns his back and repeatedly scratches his head. I feel as if his demeanor has changed compared to how it was before the fight. His loud voice and rough words are the same, but the sense that he will not listen to a word I say is gone. I feel that I can make myself understood now.
Well then, Kanji-san, allow me to ask again. Where are we? And what did you mean by opponent?
Yeah.
You're not an enemy that Ted set up for me?
Ted. Are you
Yeah.
referring to the bear who
Ted.
appeared on the monitor?
This is a fighting tournament. Only the winners get to keep going. I lost this time. But oh well. I wouldn't make it in the big leagues.
That sounds like
Yeah.
something Akihiko's
Wait, no, Akihiko would make it in the big leagues, huh?
Sorry, I was just talking to myself.
Gotta say, you pack one hell of a punch.
Well, yeah, she is an
You're real
AI.
good.
Well, she is robotic.
But I didn't throw any punches.
Listen, though, the rest of this tournament ain't gonna be so easy.
Uh-huh.
My senpai are waiting up ahead.
There are more people here.
Could you estimate how many?
Could you estimate how many?
Kanji-san smiles dauntlessly and gives me a thumbs up. I don't really understand why, but I give him a thumbs up as well. Good job. Then Kanji-san keels over. I rush in to catch him. When I lock into his face, he is still smirking, but he has passed out. It seems he was fighting through his fatigue for the sake of his pride. He doesn't seem injured, so I carefully set him back down on the floor. Suddenly, that costume, Kanji-san called it Ted, appears again on the monitor.
Intruders are persona users. Due to difficulties in elimination, they will be acknowledged as valid targets.
Right. It's using that mechanical tone of voice again. The intruders must be me and the others. Since I won't be easy to eliminate, it appears that he's changing tactics. But what could he mean by valid targets? The monitor screen turns off once again, just like before. It flickers back on a few seconds after. It is the same face as before, but a completely different attitude.
What a fox! To join in on our fun? I'm
Yes,
A-okay with
Mono
that.
Teddy.
If you're up for a little fighting, I'll wait for you in the next arena up ahead.
This is more how he sounded at the beginning. He's gone back to normal, or at least recovered from the abnormality.
Me, if you're cutting in, you don't know who I am. I am General Teddy. Remember that name well.
Right. Is he gonna General Teddy? Apparently he is really a teddy bear. He doesn't seem like one, but a number of things he said caught my attention. Joining in on our fun in arena? These are in line with the tournament Kanji-san mentioned. Is this tournament being held here? But the monitor is silent once again and does not return. I do not think I will make any progress if I remain here. I poke my head through the door where Kanji-san appeared to check my surroundings. What looks like a school hallway leads straight ahead. There appears to be no danger nearby. I manage to hoist Kanji-san's body over my shoulder and try to leave the room. Yeah, Kanji can't leave. Something gets stuck and prevents me from proceeding. I stop and check, but I cannot see any obstructions. Both of the sliding doors fell off when Kanji-san came in and the way is completely open. It should be wide enough for me to pass through easily, even with a person over my shoulder. Yeah, I cannot proceed. Something is getting stuck. I slow my walking speed and check to see what part of me is getting caught. That is how I discover something surprising. Nothing's blocking the way, yet only Kanji-san's body cannot pass through the door. Seems there is an invisible wall, one that is selective and prevents only Kanji-san's passage between the room and the hallway. Something Kanji-san said comes back to me. Only the winners get to keep going. Is this what he meant? I increase the sensitivity of my various sensors, but I cannot detect any wall here. I have no way of destroying what I cannot touch, which means I have no choice but to leave Kanji-san here.
I will come back for you later.
Aw, look how Aigis.
Please stay safe until
She
then.
just met Kanji and she's already worried about protecting him. Once he comes around, he's still a persona user. It's not as if I'm leaving someone behind who can't fend for himself. I reluctantly convince myself to move on. Alright, moving on. While moving down the hallway, my sensors continue to pick up disturbances from everything in the school. It all looks so normal though. There's a line of glass windows on the wall. Outside is a field level with the ground I'm walking on. I seem to be on the first floor of the building. Eventually I reach a doorway and cautiously venture outside. This is barely any different in temperature or atmospheric composition compared to the real world. But the lack of wind is unnatural and there are other discrepancies between here and there. I turn around and inspect the building's exterior. This is indeed a school. I walk along the wall and go around the building. Okay. Soon I reach what seems to be the main gate. I turn towards the school building once again and come to a realization.
I recognize this place.
Yasogami, my bad. I have seen a photo of this from this angle in the preparation materials. As I recall, this is a high school in Inaba. To make sure I step past the school gate and check the nameplate. The name engraved on the gate's pillar is Yasogami High School. I cross-reference the name with a map of the area and I find a match. This is confusing. A real-world location has been completely recreated inside the TV? Why is the structure like nesting boxes? Just then, I sense something move in the corner of my vision. I quickly turn to view it head-on. It is a uniformed girl. She's running straight through in the opposite direction of the field. Is it Chie? Is she a student? No, this is not a real school. Could she be one of the senpai Kanji spoke of? But a moment's thought highlights an important detail. Her pale skin and hair color. There can be no mistake. It's the girl I saw for a moment at the airport after the hijack. Oh, it's Naoto! I immediately chase after her, but the girl is much faster than I anticipated. Oh no, it's Labris! My bad. I cannot close the distance. I release a portion of my foot speed limiters and finally get close, until I am able to grasp her right arm from behind.
Huh?
The girl stops and turns around. There's a surprise on her face and she stares in a wide-eyed wonder at my form. Though I am surprised myself, the instant I take her hand, a flash of intuition charges through me like electricity. The girl is Labris. I am unaccountably convinced.
That's one funny
funny-looking costume you've got on.
Oh. Well,
Oh, of course. You're all mixed up in this racket too, aren't you?
Yeah, racket. Does she mean the tournament?
I am not in this tournament of my own free will.
Really? Then you mind letting me go? I'm the student council president.
Student council president. Yo, I can't believe she really got away with saying that. Her accent is just something. I really do not like her voice.
President.
Didn't I tell you to let me go? Are you trying to get in the way of my work here?
Like, I hate this voice so much. The girl looks at me with an irritated expression. How strange. She speaks as if she really is leading an ordinary life here at school. If she was aware that she was inside the TV, would she say such things to me?
If you happen to know, could you please tell me
it
what
pisses
sort
you
of
off?
place this is?
Trying to be Boston?
Huh?
Yeah.
It's the first floor of the classroom building. Can't you tell?
Huh?
It's not
Is
good.
It possible
you
that
don't like it either? Yeah.
Entering a TV?
A TV? Listen, I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm kind of in a hurry here. Can I go now?
Before you do, please tell me something. Who are you?
Who? What'd you stop me for if you didn't even know? I just told you. I'm the
Okay, but what is your name?
What hole
Give it name and family name.
The elections were just last week. Are we done now? Because I got places to be.
The girl ends the conversation, suddenly shakes off my hand and runs away again. In an instant, she has disappeared into the school building.
Please, wait!
I go after her, but just as I enter the hallway and around the first bend, something blocks my path. But I can't see what it is at all. I can't see it, yet when I reach out my hand, I can feel it. I think I know what this is.
That wall again!
The invisible wall that prevents Kanji-san's passage is most likely the same thing. Once again, I am surprised. I can touch it, yet my sensors detect nothing, and it's much stronger than I had expected. It repels even gunfire. Physical strikes are nothing. I attempt various methods. Okay.
It seems I am forced to try a different route.
I consider the situation once more. Is that girl truly Labrys? There are too many factors now indicating otherwise. You're gonna guess you? I think you would be the final battle. But it could be. Her appearance and the feel of her arm when I grasped a moment ago. I'm gonna guess Chie. Both are strong signs that she is human. If she is entirely artificial, then she could not be part of an older generation of models than myself. Her speaking voice and behavior were both also indicative of known human patterns. According to the records of Labrys' development, she was sealed away soon after. Even I stumbled with natural human speech. She could not have become that proficient in so short of a time. She's not a machine, but a human. So she cannot be. Yo, there's so much reading in Aigis' story. Usually, I would not hesitate to make such a judgment based on available data. Yet I still cannot shake the feeling that she may be Labrys. The intuition I felt earlier, what causes the character remains murky. Okay. Like, there's so much dialogue in this one. It's overwhelming. I backtracked the way I came outside and run outside. Suddenly, I'm enveloped in a tidal wave of sound. These are human voices. The cheering comes from an enormous crowd. I turn around and a thick mass of people run toward me out of nowhere. There are boys and girls in school uniforms. It's clear everyone's looking at me. How did I fail to detect so many humans? But then I notice it. There's white noise running through all my sensors. Is the same. Okay. Luckily, there's a door beside me. I hurry to find shelter. Yo, how many places can she go? Where my adventure appears to be spacious, it's dark here, but I believe this is a gymnasium. Here and there, folding chairs, equipment. Okay. Suddenly, a light shines in the corner. Upon closer inspection, I can see a monitor showing something. It is airing some familiar faces. Oh, it's this. I'm not sure what to say about that video. It seems to be modeled after promotional videos for martial arts tournaments. I notice appearances by Kanji-san and the host, General Teddy. The other people shown must also be participants. It is safe to assume they are all Persona users. As if watching my reactions from somewhere, General Teddy appears on the monitor, replacing the video.
Looks like you're officially getting in on the action. Look, everyone, another challenger.
Without warning, there's a loud sound. The doors in every direction open at once. Excited students pour in, cheering and yelling. Woo! Before I know it, I'm surrounded by people with no means of escape. General Teddy grins at my situation and raises a stubby arm. Alright, who's next? A spotlight shines on the spot where the crowd parts. A female student can be seen. She has short hair and wears a jacket. She looks very athletic. I recognize her face from the video. Her name was Chie Satonaka. I was right. She steps in front of me, bouncing from... Yo, I've been guessing these crazy. As she finishes her speech, she takes a fighting stance. Alright, let's do it. Come on, Tomoe. Just then a gleaming silhouette appears behind her. It is another persona. Chie-san extends her hands, palm facing up, and motions with her fingers, taunting me. I am bearing to go! This is strange. Chie-san's willingness to fight is odd enough, but even stranger are the students in the crowd. See, the thing is, Aigis analyzes everything, so there's so much dialogue in this, bro. It's basic analysis.
I will fight on one condition.
Which is?
Interesting, he answered me. I can hold a conversation with him, which means he can see and hear me.
Immediately release all these students from this school. Or rather, from this world. If you do that, I will fight as you wish.
Tut.
Yeah.
Making demands to me? Before you get too worried about other people, why not worry about
Yeah, Chie's a fighter.
I will not fight unless you guarantee their safety.
I glare at General Teddy through the monitor. I didn't want to involve the students, but I have an idea.
What a stubborn girl.
Why would Teddy listen? He snaps his stubby fingers. The room instantly fills with light. I ward myself against it by covering my eyes. A few seconds later, the brightness fades to normal. As my eyes adjust, I see that the students have vanished.
Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, Teddy sounds a whole lot like Monokuma. It's scary. The general smiles proudly. My guess was correct. If the students were fake, it's easier for him to remove them than to talk me into fighting. As a result, my sensors detect the moment when the students disappear all at once. The only human here is Chie-san. Looking around, it seems that not everything disappeared. Human-like figures remain, as if the shadows of the students were burned into the scenery. There were several about the gymnasium. Okay, bro, like, come on.
You're in no position to be making demands, you know. I'm making an exception just this once, because it's no fun if you don't both go at it tooth and claw. Even if you don't resist, your opponent will show no mercy. It'll be a grisly sight.
Right. Alright.
Come on. Even if the crowd was still here, would you not have hit back?
Have him say a body has been discovered and it would be perfect? I would love to hear that.
The safety of the people must be prioritized above all else.
Ha! That's pretty cool of you, actually. But
Yeah.
self-sacrifice doesn't mean much.
Damn, everybody's just coming at her for being a machine.
They can just fix you right up. Oh, that's right. It doesn't even count as
Damn.
self-sacrifice for a machine. It's just what
Damn.
you're programmed to do. You
Mm.
probably don't feel pain or anything, huh? It just seemed that way because you look human.
You
Damn.
may not understand.
She has pain
but
receptors.
I can sense pain as well.
Really?
It's like Dr. Giro. He installed pain receptors into his androids as well.
That's...
As I struggle to answer, Chie-san smiles wide.
Means I can fight you without pulling any punches.
Yeah. Her smile disappears and her eyes spark with fire. She launches herself at me. I would rather not fight her, but she is a Persona user. Clench my teeth and make myself ready to intercept
if I
her.
must fight you, then I will.
Okay, let's fight. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna try to breeze through this story because there's so much dialogue. And like it's very overwhelming. And it doesn't help that I'm so tired. I love Chie's theme. Oh my god. Yo, she just came out the gates cooking me. Oh my, yo, I can't touch her. Can you stop? Yo, what the? Why is she doing all this to me? How is she doing this? Okay, there we go. Nice. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, there we go. Persona. Oh, did she break my persona? Okay, boom. Oh, I thought she used like a... I blocked. Nice. Boom. Boom. Okay, it's getting close to the end. Come on. Finish her. Let's go. Damn, these battles really got harder, man. I mean, I guess I did up the difficulty, so it makes sense. Yo, Chie has some calves on her. God damn. Alright.
Oh, sheesh. Wow. You're definitely a pro when it comes to fighting.
Yeah, she is pretty strong.
I'm sorry. Are you all right?
Yeah. But boy, I didn't stand a chance against you. Hey, what's all this about you being a robot?
Yeah, she's upset by her loss, but seems cheerful. She didn't show this open-mindedness before. Perhaps, with Kanji-san, I can make peace with her by... No, it isn't vain for me to think that's possible. Her words echo in my mind. Damn. Hate to admit it, but her observation is correct.
I may seem like a ridiculous machine to you, but I'm still...
Huh? I never said that. Wait. You're not acting like you did before the fight. I'm surprised that you're a robot, but what gives?
This is an interesting interaction. Chie looks stupefied. Her expression confuses me as well. She stated it clearly, as she doesn't remember? And something hit me. Didn't things go similarly with Kanji-san as well? Could it be that something was done to the participants? No, I should avoid drawing conclusions based on solely Speculation? Besides, there's something I must know first.
Me. I haven't introduced myself yet.
She got them Chun-Li legs.
My name is Aigis.
Facts.
Looks like we let our fists say too much before we opened our mouths.
I saw the introductory video. You're Chie Satonaka,
Yeah, she gave away her womanhood.
Oh, you can just call me Chie.
The carnivore who's
discarded womanhood.
Okay, you didn't need to bring that part up. I didn't discard anything. I can use a persona, but I'm just an ordinary high school student. I go to Yasugami High.
Yeah.
So anyways, are you, seriously a machine? No
like,
fooling?
Yes. I was created as a weapon for a certain purpose. It may be difficult to explain to you.
Nah, I can tell from the fight you're telling the truth.
Cosplaying? How do you cosplay a robot like that?
Then again, it'd be pretty nuts for someone to come out here to cosplay.
Speaking of which, Chie-san, can you tell me
it's
what
the TV world.
This
Shadow World.
Is? I confess that I am looking for someone. While pursuing them, I heard the rumor about going inside TVs and ended up here.
Oh, right. You can use a persona. That's how you got into the TV. Where should I start? I don't know exactly how it works, but this place is supposedly a realm formed by human thought.
By thought? Does
wow, I'm actually so tired right now.
Landscape?
Yeah, I don't think I'm streaming Persona 1 after this. I think I'm done streaming after we finish
I guess so. Then we physically entered a mental world?
I did not expect to be this tired.
No less? How can this be?
You always have to sing the Shadow World like the opening from P4. Every single time I booted up the game for stream, I always had to dance along to the theme song. Every single episode. Besides maybe like... Actually, no, that's not true. Did I? No, I think there was a stretch where I didn't do it.
I never understood it so well myself.
It's a really good song.
There was this insane monster thing around town up until early spring.
Yep.
It created this whole world, and I got my persona because of what happened in here.
Chie-san folds her arms with a troubled look on her face.
Think of it. All this stuff should have been over and done with. But you see that ad
it ended 2 weeks ago.
Over there?
I mean, not 2 weeks ago.
Suddenly started getting shown
like
on TV in
3-4 months ago, maybe?
There's no way we were gonna stand for that crap to be shown. So that's why me and my friends came in here to put a stop to it.
Your friends are here as well?
Yeah, a couple. Also,
that Teddy
guy who's hosting this, plus the girl Rise who's serving as
Rise has not said a single thing ever since Aigis has been here.
But they're acting so weird.
She lets out a sigh.
Sorry, listen to me, babbling away. Do you think you can find this person you're looking for? Actually, could whoever it is get in here? I don't think normal people can enter the TV.
To tell you the truth, I have already encountered one such person, but...
I tell her about the girl I saw. I give her all the details that I can remember. I recall that she called herself the student. She did not seem aware that she was inside the TV.
Oh, you mean the girl who was calling herself the student council president? Yeah, I saw her too. She was yelling into a bullhorn to stop this foolishness, but then she ran off saying she was gonna go talk to the tournament's host.
Right.
She was wearing the same skirt that you are, Chie-san. It seems to be part of
No, we're not acquainted with her. Do you not hear her accent? We don't know who the hell she is.
No, I don't know her. It's funny, that girl said she was elected last week, but if I remember right, our student council president was a guy.
I have many doubts about her. I must meet her again and figure out.
I now have a better understanding.
Well, Aigis knows for sure.
Well then, I should be going now. I would like it if you could come along.
But you can't.
I know, I can't leave here, right?
Gotta stay here, crisscross applesauce, Chie.
I will come back for you later. You may find it hard to trust me, but...
No, I believe you.
Yeah. Chie-san replies
I've
unhesitantly.
Been through so much over this past year that I'm pretty confident I can read.
This theme is amazing.
Honestly, though, what other choice do I have? If you run into any of my friends, tell them I'm okay.
I will.
After wiping the dust from her right hand with her sleeve, Chie-san extends it to me.
Aigis-san, right? So, if this was some fighting manga, we'd beat the tar out of each other, then shake hands in the end as best friends. A powerful enemy can become a powerful friend, you know?
Facts. I clasp her hand. She smiles in embarrassment.
Friendship can do amazing things. I saw that for myself last
year. Holy shit.
And you and I can be friends too.
I love this dialogue.
You don't need to talk like you're just an object.
Chie-san.
Don't look at me like that. You're embarrassing
Chie is such a W. I love her.
Come on, get going. Go! Hurry!
Yes, I'll see you later.
Look at them making friends with each other. Energized by Chie-san's words, I run towards the entrance. I turned around and waved to Chie-san. There's more at stake than Labrys. I must protect these people. I swear I vow to myself and leave. Nice. As I exit the gymnasium, I remain cautious while running down the hallway. Suddenly, I pick up a response on my transmitter, which has been silent up until now. I stop and focus on picking up the signal.
You hear? Can you hear me, Aigis?
Yeah, the staticky transmission soon becomes clear. It is a voice I recognize very well.
Good. It seems you're all right too. It's been quite a while since I last used my persona.
Who's next? Next is the third battle. I'm gonna say Yukiko. Unless the next battle is the last one. The last battle is gonna be Narukami. Like, I wholeheartedly believe that. Unless this one's Narukami and then the last battle is Labrys instead.
Is Akihiko-san with you?
We'll see though.
No, we were separated, but I can still sense him. I doubt he'll be defeated that
Or maybe it'll be Yosuke next and then Narukami. Because Yosuke makes sense too. She's speaking not out of carelessness but trust. I know because I feel the same.
You're aware by now. But although we came in search of Labrys, we appear to have been dragged into another incident. Don't worry about meeting up for now. Under the present conditions, we'd only end up fighting amongst ourselves.
Understood.
Ooh, maybe Teddy.
Ties into this situation yet, but be careful.
It could be Teddy too. Or I can answer. Okay, locked. Next battle is Teddy, and then Narukami. That's locked. Knowing that Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san are okay gives me room to breathe. The invisible walls are everywhere along the hallways, forcing me down a particular path. Never mind, this is not Teddy. If it's here, it's gonna be Yosuke or Yukiko. I follow the route. Soon enough, I can see the shoe lockers up ahead. Seems I'm back at the entrance. When I reach the entrance, okay. Damn, hold up. Oh, I want to get this right so badly. Yosuke, final answer. State event. This appears to be the arena for my next battle. The instant General Teddy appears on the TV, my senses pick up that noise again. My suspicion turns to certainty. General Teddy's doing something before the matches. Whatever it is, makes the opponents belligerent, or something similar. I can assume that neither Kanji-san nor Chie-san were acting like themselves before the battle. Okay.
Well then, bring out the next opponent!
I hear light footsteps. A young man wearing his hat. Oh, okay, it's Naoto.
Naturally, of the three of you,
say Elizabeth?
the one I encountered
Elizabeth would have been crazy. He shrugs his shoulders and pulls the brim lower. This boy was also in the promotional video. His name was Naoto Shirogane? I bring myself to high alert. He said 3 of you.
You know about us?
On hearing my question, he smiles cynically.
Did Mitsuru not inform you?
Uh-huh.
I don't really know about you. I was there at the airport. The Kirijo group seems rather lax for a multinational corporation.
Yeah.
Allowing a machine to act autonomously.
Damn, Naoto? Dig any deeper.
To be frank, watching you fills me with pity. Perhaps the kindest thing to do would be to give you a merciful end.
See, when Naoto's evil, it hits different because she speaks so proper. So, like, damn, like, it hits even deep. Like, it cuts deeper.
Your existence is inherently a deception, isn't it?
Damn.
You're a machine, and a weapon on top of that. Yet you look human. Those who meet you think you're human.
Uh-huh.
You even seem to believe it yourself. Truly pitiful.
I have no answer to this. As much as I don't want to believe it, it's all
You were
true.
built to consider yourself human in order to activate the ability to wield a persona.
Damn.
Your appearance and your heart are only prerequisites for that power. I'm sure you've realized it already.
This is
You
fucked
will
up,
never
Naoto.
find the means to cross the gap between
Stop.
a human heart
It's not
and
nice.
a
This isn't
mechanical
you.
body. No matter how much you want love, you'll never earn it. At best, people grow fond of you.
He sounds as if he knows for certain. I hang my head in spite of myself.
The more I consider the matter, the more I genuinely...
Look how sad Aigis looks too. Like,
I
this
best
sucks.
hurry up and put an end to your pathetic life.
Naoto-san draws his gun. Because my eyes are lowered, I'm slow to react. What a burn. Now, I feel like this one was the deepest. I already knew that we had to fight, and yet I cursed my carelessness and quickly stand back up. Alright, let's fight. Alright, let's do it. God damn. Holy shit, bro. Stop. Okay, there we go. Yo, can I go orgy mode with Aigis? Or is that just not happening? Huh? I'm on you. Stop. Boom, boom, boom. Yo, why are you blocking everything, bro? Oh, Naoto forgot that you negate Pierce? Yeah. I mean, Pierce shouldn't be... Yeah, her gun shouldn't be doing nothing to me. It's not that she forgot, she just never knew. Okay, W block. I'm blocking crazy. You can't touch me. Hold it super. Boom! Persona! 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 Uh-huh. Boom, 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 boom. Overkill. You can actually? How? Is that her instant kill? Naoto-san slowly gets up. There's some staggering that seems to be caused by dizziness. I watch carefully for any changes in behavior, but I'm surprised by what I hear next.
Thinking what I'm thinking? The mastermind behind this tournament may have some means of fogging our senses.
Uh-huh. No, she has a mod, I think it's that bar on the bottom left. Oh.
Yes.
How do I activate it, though? See me nod, Naoto-san smiles.
In agreement. Its aim appears to be to make friends fight one another, though it's a mystery to me as to why it would do such a thing.
Naoto-san brushes off some dust off and walks toward me.
The battle is over and the interference has been lifted. Given past examples, the pattern is clear. How about it? Why don't we talk things over?
I have no objections. Naoto-san seems to understand everything. You can't remember you barely played her? Oh, damn. Alright. I nod my head, relieved.
I am Naoto Shirogane. I work as a detective. I agreed to act as an observer for the police regarding the special cargo. Met with Kirijo-san beforehand and accompanied her to the airport.
So that's how you knew about us. I recall seeing you in the introductory video along with the
Yep, the Killjoy 2000 IQ detective.
They're good friends of mine. I attend Yasogami High, the same school as them.
I see. So after you finished your business and returned to your hometown, that video appeared on TV. Is that correct?
That's right. At least that's what I should say if I wanted to feign innocence.
What?
The real reason I came here is because I was tailing you. It was for a secret investigation.
Right. She is secretive like that.
Naturally, I cannot reveal my client or what their aims are, but I'm sure you have your own secrets to keep. What do you think? As long as we're in the same boat, why not cooperate?
I become tense at the moment. I had the mention of a secret investigation, but that is not important right now.
It would not be wise to continue to stand in each other's
Steam is banging.
situation.
I accept Naoto-san's hand and we shake.
How much do you know about this world?
Your friend told me it's a realm formed by human thought. In which case, why is...
I don't know, ask Labrys.
This place varies according to people's mental state. When someone enters it directly, they have a much stronger effect on it. For a normal person with no persona-based resistances, a dangerous situation will arise where their shadow goes berserk. That happened frequently in the case I was involved with last year.
Naoto, you were the last person to join the team. I consider Labrys. According to her specifications, she should be able to use a persona, but did this come from her mind? Why school? And why Yasogami High School of all places? She has no prior knowledge of the place. She has never even visited Inaba. But if that girl's Labrys, she undoubtedly has a heart. It is possible that something like what Naoto-san suggested could happen.
I assume you have a theory already?
Yes. Thank you very much.
Alright, one more battle, finally.
I'm slowly starting to understand what's going on.
I look down the path ahead, but before I go, I turn and ask Naoto-san a question.
Would you mind telling me something? Why did you tell me about your secret agenda?
I suppose because it wouldn't be fair otherwise.
A wry smile spreads over Naoto-san's face.
I cannot leave here and must trust my friend's fate to you. It would be unfair to continue deceiving you. But not only that, you carry out your duties with little care for your true appearance. You and I are not on equal ground.
Oh my god!
My true appearance?
Consider it a sign of my respect for that.
Naoto-san's smile fades, and she looks at me solemnly.
Aigis-san, I ask only one thing of you. Please save me.
Who was the final fight? It has to be Narukami.
That is my intention.
Thank you. I'll wait here, secure in knowing that.
We nod to each other. Chie-san, Kanji-san, and Naoto-san are all so different, but they are connected by a strong bond. Knowing that fills my heart with warmth.
I'm curious, though. When you refer to your true appearance, do you mean the fact that you are a woman?
Oh, so Aigis finally caught on.
What? Am I mistaken?
Oh, well...
Your clothing hides it, but my sense
I was gonna say, because Aigis was calling her he the whole time, but like... Aigis consents.
What do you mean? How much can you see?
Suddenly, Natsu-san loses all composure and turns red, covering her chest with her arms. What happened? I don't think I said anything to warrant such a reaction. Just then, General Teddy interrupts over the monitor. Labris? I mean, I haven't been able to fight Labris. The only time I've been able to fight Labris was in Kanji's joke ending.
Would you like to know your current measurements? From top to bottom.
Oh my goodness.
That's quite all right.
Never mind, little old me.
Yeah, okay.
Finish that line of thought. I demand it.
How did we get so off subject?
Doesn't Teddy already know?
Please hurry and leave.
Teddy and Rise already know her measurements. She yelled at me. I must have said something rude. That still happens every so often. Innocuous remark can greatly upset someone. I must keep practicing. I climbed the stairway and noticed a silhouette in one of the classrooms. Looking carefully, it could be that student council president's Labris. I would be relieved if I had caught up to her so soon, but the hand I raised to knock on the door inadvertently stops. Wait, could she be my next opponent? She wasn't in the promotional video, but neither was I. Yeah, I am being forced to fight in the Grand Prix. There's no point worrying about that now. I cannot change the path I take, nor the opponent I must face. Prepare myself and knock lightly. It's either Narukami or Teddy. It's one or the other.
You're that girl from before.
Naruto has some real bahonker knockaroos. The girl turns and notices me. I set foot in the classroom. There's no immediate interruption from General Teddy. Looks like he has not scheduled a match between us. I breathe a sigh of relief.
What are you doing here?
Ain't it obvious? I'm cleaning up the classroom. It's no picnic, but with people running wild and wrecking things.
Right. She takes down the chairs piled on top of each other and lines them up. After a few runs, she takes a breath. Though she is complaining, there's a gentle smile on her face.
I guess this is all in a day's work for a student council president.
Uh-huh.
We'll look back on it and laugh, right?
You seem like you're having fun.
That's because I love my school.
You don't go here! You fraud! You fibber!
The reason I wanted to be president is because of that. Oh, it can be rough when things get out of hand like this.
But it's dangerous here. You must leave at once. Won't you come with me?
She seems confused by my words. I tell her
worried about me? Hey, I'm the president. And you might not think so to look at me.
Yeah, she's a fraud.
In a fight.
No, that's not what I mean.
How should I put this? She still has no idea of the danger. She walks up next to me, takes a long look at my face, and giggles.
Your clothes are pretty out there, but I can see you mean well. Thanks. Some of these students won't listen to a word I say, but I feel like I gotta be here. No.
Oh my god, now my eyes are starting to get so
Even
itchy.
If it puts you in danger?
You're really a drama queen, aren't you?
Drama
Who's to
queen.
say I'm in danger for sure? Besides,
Yeah. Her eyes burn with affection for something dear
even
to
if
her.
you're right, I'd want to stay here.
There's no need to test her commitment. It is consistent with the fact of this world being created. Then, is she human?
I always wanted to go to school with everyone, just like normal. That's all.
It's kind of depressing that Labris really created this world. She just wants to be student council president.
Does that imply you couldn't do so before?
You're asking me that now, honestly? Back then,
Is she gonna freak out now? She stops abruptly. I wait patiently for her to continue, but her face twists with suffering. Okay, she is gonna freak out. She puts her fingers to her temple, her knees begin to buckle.
What's wrong?
Weird. The past.
You don't go here to someone who is in denial and literally crazy is wild? Hey, I don't know that! She begins to fall and I catch her. At that precise moment, there's a strong reading from my fingers as soon as I touch her. It's so strong, like touching a hot stove. This is the same reading as when I first stuck my hand into the TV. It's coming from a personality module. A piece of lost technology that researchers have called the Plumes of Dusk! Due to their shape! I have one inside me as well. I have 6 left. This is not merely strong evidence, it is conclusive. There are still questions to be answered, but this girl can be none other than Labris. At the very least, she is not human.
Sorry, I'm not feeling so good all of a sudden.
Oh. Yeah, I had 6 left in my playthrough. The memory she's trying to access is causing conflicts with her current level of awareness. Plume of Dust name drop? I was not expecting that. If she tries to remember, she will not be able to maintain her mental state. The memory is that charged. I hold her close and wait for her to calm down, but her reaction does not improve. It gets worse. She shakes violently as if electrified. Suddenly, bright lights burst in front of my eyes. Is something flowing into me? I quickly let go of Labris, but it does not fade away easily. Images I don't recognize float together in my head, one after another, and incredible. Oh shit.
Are these Labris's memories?
Yeah, the torrent of data finally subsides. I analyzed the data to find out what happened, and then I understand. It did not flow into me. The data was already dormant inside of me. I am the last number of the anti-shadow weapon project. I inherited all the data from the previous models of the same type, both tangible and intangible. Labrys's memories were part of it. Normally, the developers would not upload data into me that was unrelated to battle, but the Plume of Dusk is a black box. It's possible that something was transferred here somehow because of that. You've been waiting for this? Thinking about it, that might have been the reason I thought I saw Labrys at the airport. My glimpse of the newly awakened Labrys caused my buried records of her appearance to be called. Perhaps that is what happened. Unfortunately, the memories I have just accessed are in complete disarray. You can't just flip through it like an album. The video records were not in chronological order, meaning I can't make sense of them in their current state. However, there was one memory that left an impression on me. The sea. That cerulean sky and lingering clouds. The emerald blue water. All the other memories are cold mechanical rooms of the night sky, but this one's different. This is where Aigis was when... This is where we found Aigis, right?
What was that just now?
Labrys staggers as she stands up. Before I can ask her anything, she abruptly shakes me off and runs out of the classroom.
Wait!
I try to chase after her, but after only a few steps, I trip over my own feet. The information overload prevents me from making any sudden movements. I fight through it, dragging what feels like several times the weight of my legs when...
Are you sure you want to take that girl out of here?
Oh? I stumble to a stop and look around, searching for the hidden speaker.
This is the only place she can fit in. No one will understand her once she steps outside.
Shadow Aigis.
Human either. So she has no other choice but to wallow in this illusory school. Pitiable, isn't she? But this is the only way she can be happy. Are you going to take that from her? Who are...
I stop, suddenly realizing the answer to my question and catch my breath in my throat. This voice, it's mine?
What will you do after you take her from here? Lock her up in a box again? How cruel. No wonder she ran away. Ran away? What are you... You don't mean... You finally figured it out?
Okay, I thought that was obvious that she ran away.
Brought here by some sinister mastermind.
Oh, but I played like 7 different storylines, so that might not be as obvious
She
there.
escaped on her own and came here. That can't be. The suspects in the hijacking case...
They didn't remember anything.
The opponents you fought so far, robbed of their sanity. Have you forgotten already?
Theoretically, none of C's have faced their true selves. That's what I was saying in the first playthrough. Or not the first one, in one of them.
You're saying that was Labrys's doing too? Yes. Her heart gave birth to this world. And that power is one of her abilities. From some special equipment. With a power like that, wouldn't it be simple to control a number of ordinary people?
It's true that the hijackers were confused and that there were signs of some mental interference.
It does seem strange to go to so much trouble to come to a place like this. If she did in fact do this, then she must face herself. What gives you the right to say that?
Suddenly the tone of her voice changes. She speaks very gently, like a parent correcting a child.
You've experienced suffering before too.
Oh!
It pains you to have a heart, knowing that you can never be human.
Damn, that's kind of fucked
up.
up.
Someone you consider to be worth fighting for. You can't be a real companion to them. That's why you chose to protect them as a weapon. But in the end, you still lost them.
That just sent chills down my spine. What the fuck?
What do you know about me? Mere words will
Damn, that's a wild thing to say.
A brave bluff. But a tool like yourself can never be a true partner for a human. Doesn't your heart yearn to be by their side and to be loved? It hurts so much that I wish I could go back to how I was before I gained a heart.
Yeah, this shadow is playing Aigis crazy.
Never once crossed your mind. I think not. That pain.
Where is the shadow? The moaning? Shadows always moan crazy.
Isn't that right? Even if you take Labrys away, the same will happen to her. She'll become just like you. Is that a fate you want for? You see, here you can have anything, as long as you look away from the truth. That doesn't just go for Labrys, but for you too.
Oh, is the shadow trying to convince Aigis to stay in the shadow world? It's there, but like it should have a silhouette. All they have to do is invert her image and the color in her eyes. Yeah.
What are you?
I cut myself off, realizing that I am becoming fascinated with the voice. This isn't good. I cannot let the voice deceive me. I must get its speaker in my sights first. I carefully attune myself to the source of the voice and quickly turn in that direction. Oh, she couldn't find. Oh, she didn't know that it was there yet. But the person standing there is me, rather something that looks like me. At first, I think that the overload is still affecting my sensors, but that is not the case.
Take away your suffering. Now, take my hand, Aigis.
I smile and extend out my hand. I feel dazed. This is very confusing. I don't know what to do. My mind advises caution, but my heart doesn't listen. All of a sudden, a door opens in the corner.
Elizabeth! Trivial conversation.
This unexpected event brings me back to reality. I realize that I was nearly seduced by its promises. On a second look, I can see a woman beyond the doorframe. That distinctive blue dress. I recognize the attire of an elevator girl. Her name was Elizabeth's on, I believe, but why is she here? Elizabeth walks right in and stands at the center of the room. There's nothing outwardly abnormal about her pose, but it is as imposing as a battle stance. She opens her thick, leather-bound book, the compendium, then smiles dauntlessly at the other me.
Excuse me, but I would like a word with this lady over here. Would you mind leaving?
First time seeing her? No, this is the second time seeing her. The first time was in Narukami's story. So funny to turn around and see her holding her hand to her chin, making fun of your mannerism.
Who are you? If you don't leave the two of us, I must resort to giving you a hearty thrashing with my book. It's a hardcover, leather-bound edition, and is quite powerful. Enough to do over 4 digits on average.
4 digits of damage? That's a lot. Without warning, the pages from the open book overflow with light.
I don't believe this.
The other me's face flinches in pain, and she vanishes into thin air while spitting a curse. Is she gone now? I can no longer pick up any readings on her. The tension leaves my body and I collapse to the ground. While I am there, Elizabeth walks towards me. I first met her 2 years ago. Her attire is somewhat strange, but the place I met her was even stranger. A blue room. That is the only way to describe that mystical space. Elizabeth damaged the 4th wall. Bro, Elizabeth, I love Elizabeth so much more in this game. Its residents called it the Velvet Room. I do not believe it is at all part of the real world. There, Elizabeth was one who governs power. She helped me to grow spiritually by introducing me to the power of personas. I never imagined that she would leave that room, let alone that I would run into her here. Yet her appearance has saved me.
For that. Thank you for saving me. Did I save you?
She stares straight at me, then lets out a long sigh of disappointment.
I was on a journey for personal reasons, but I sensed some extraordinary powers clashing against each other and came to see what all the fuss was about.
The answer is canon here? Yeah.
Only to be met with this bitter disappointment.
I am baffled by her
Please
candidness.
stand. Have you already forgotten the enlightenment you gained before me once? Has it escaped your prodigious goldfish-like memory? It seems that I must...
Oh, we have to fight Elizabeth. Damn. Damn, so Elizabeth is the final battle. She speaks as if she is engaging in everyday conversation and opens her leather-bound book again. I guess it makes sense. Both main characters have to fight Elizabeth in their routes. Suddenly, a murderous aura fills the area, fierce as a gust of wind. Something about me has disappointed her, I know that much, but I clearly have no time to ask her what it is.
Here goes. The cards will decide your fate.
Okay, she uses death, doesn't she? She uses, fuck, bro. I forgot Death's name. Thanatos. Yeah. Oh. When you beat Elizabeth, peep her losing stance. Got you.
Finally.
Let's change things up now.
Are you dead ass, bro?
You were seared.
Boom, 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 boom. Yo, I remember her being hard to beat up with Narukami, and that was on easy. I mean, on normal mode. This is on hard now. Damn. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Okay, this isn't so bad right now. This isn't bad right now. I like this. Oh, damn. God damn. Oh, chill. Okay. It's a prank. Stop. Oh, damn. Okay, block. Yo, can you stop? Can I fight? Holy shit, bro. Super cancel. God, yo. Elizabeth, stop. I'm done. I'm cooked. Never mind. Okay, I blocked it. Okay. Boom. Boom. Nice. Boom. Bye. Alright, she's done. Alright, the losing stance you said. What the fuck? That is not a losing... Yo, that arch on her back is crazy.
Well done.
Elizabeth stands from her kneeling position. Though she lost, she did not so much as break a sweat. While I, for my part, am detecting strain on my entire drive system. I can see myself lacking the energy to even speak reflected in Elizabeth's clear eyes.
You are indeed neither man
nor any ordinary machine.
She's just toying with y'all?
Singular.
I mean, yeah, bro, she has the power of every single persona,
Can
doesn't
anyone
she?
be said to be the same as anybody else? People anguish over the gulf between themselves and others, and the lack of any who could possibly understand them. How is their situation different from yours? What defines life is not death, but bonds. That is the answer you once reached. Then take that to heart and go forth. Remember that your bonds will remain unbroken, giving you the strength to withstand any suffering.
My bonds.
I, too, am currently on an endless journey, but I anticipate that you will become a compatriot of mine, unbound by the limitations of time. I hope that you will not be led astray by trivial things. With that, I bid you good luck.
Rest in peace, Makoto, man. I miss him already. Elizabeth bows and finally shows me her smile. Immediately after, she turns on one heel and walks towards the hallway. Meanwhile, she had you and Aigis over here huffing and puffing. Suddenly remember.
There are rules to this tournament delineating behavior after a match.
Such parlor tricks can get stuff. I shall be on my way.
True to her word, she leaves the room with no trouble and closes the door with an exaggerated slam. Those walls were nothing to her. Come to think of it, Labyrinth didn't seem subject to those rules either. Do they only apply to participants in the tournament? No, in Elizabeth's case, it simply does not matter to her.
Remains a
Yeah, because she's just built different. I find it amusing, which allows me to feel more relaxed.
It may be true that this world can grant one's true desire, but I want Labyrinth to see past herself to a world where other people matter. Even if one discards their bonds to avoid pain, all that awaits is a numb, desert-like future with no promise. I thought as she did once, so I'm sure I can understand her.
I too felt the same as Labyrinth when I went through an incredibly trying ordeal. If there's no one to reach out to her, she'll become even more trapped. As she is now, Labyrinth cannot escape on her own. That is because the key to extricating oneself is the realization that one is not alone.
I want to form a bond with Labyrinth. With my sister.
Hello, Rose? I'm Elizabeth, you good?
She cannot learn if she is alone.
Saying it out loud helps to strengthen my resolve. I can change my approach and focus on searching for a way to save her. Still, that thing that looked like me, was that what Naoto-san meant by a shadow going berserk? My own shadow. Thinking of it that way sheds some light on things. Of course I can control my persona and have some resistance to the effects of this world, but the heart cannot be so easily stabilized. If the same thing happens to Labyrinth, I suddenly realize the dangers involved. I impatiently suppress these thoughts and dash out into the hallway. Running. Alright. Alright, how many? Alright. I feel like there should be no more battles, right? Jordan wants to go to bed. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with her now. Now that the fights are done and the dialogue is actually important, I like this now. Follow the path formed by the invisible walls. Eventually, I climb the stairway to the 3rd floor. There seems to be no walls here, allowing me to go as I please. I can tell the end is near, so I prepare myself. Soon, I stand in front of a room that has a sign outside saying announcement room. The door is half opened. I can sense someone inside. I cautiously press up against the door and peek around it. Finally, the announcement room. What is this final boss music? This is an announcement room as the sign indicated, but the space inside is much larger than the classrooms I've seen. The equipment here is also closer to that of a TV studio than what would be found in a school. On top of that, the back wall is made of glass, showing a view that is clearly not a schoolyard. Taken together, this is the first distinct sign that this is not the real world. As I expected, Labyrinth is here standing in the middle of the room. There's also another boy and girl as well. The girl is holding Labyrinth's shoulders, and the boy stands in front of the pair protecting them. Across from them is General Teddy. It seems that this is the end of the line. I've seen that boy's face in the video. Yosuke Hanamura-san, I believe. I'm not familiar with the girl's face, but I do recognize her distinctive voice. The same voice that has been commentating on the fights along with General Teddy on the school PA. From the tone of the commentating, I thought she was working with the general, but right now she seems to be on Yosuke-san and Labyrinth's side. I recall what Chie-san told me. Chie-san said that she, Rise-san, was originally their friend, in which case she actually may be another victim. General Teddy gives a cruel smile, squints her eyes and speaks.
What a shame.
I think the announcement room looks so different because none of the investigation team has seen the inside. Is that true? Why have none of them seen the announcement room?
Huh?
No, they have seen it because they know, because in their, like, when they reach the announcement room, they note that it looks nothing like a normal announcement room. General Teddy's voice and tone have undergone a remarkable change. Listening closely, this voice is so it finally reveals its true form.
At least one of them has to understand how I feel. Isn't that what you thought? The important part is that it's all your fault. That's not true. You still refuse to remember? Look at me. And stop deluding yourself.
Damn. Oh, okay, we're not watching this again.
I am a shadow.
The true self.
No way. She has my face.
But the face is the only thing that is the same. The rest of her body is covered in metal. There is no doubt that it is man-made. Labrys lets out a short scream and backs up.
I'm not like that.
I mean, that's obvious. Even Aigis knew that, but Labrys doesn't. Yeah, Labrys doesn't know.
Calm down. It's just taking that form to agitate you.
Yosuke is frantically trying to calm Labrys down. It's just taking that form to agitate you. That's what he says, but is that really the case? I have my own suspicions.
No.
Taking that form, huh? Well, you have a point. I do have the power to confuse people's senses. Warp what they're seeing.
That is a crazy power.
What they're hearing.
That's how you made my senpai fight each other.
Of the things you're seeing right now, which do you think is real and which is fake?
The former General Teddy. No, Labrys' shadow breaks out into a grin. Labrys, meanwhile, is cringing in fear as she holds onto Yosuke's sleeve.
I'm not like you. I'm human, aren't I?
It really is. I wonder if it works for taste. That smile is freaky? Indeed it is.
What do you mean?
I can sense that Yosuke does not know how to answer the sudden question.
How did I come to have these special powers? Why, it's because I have them.
With that, the shadow snaps its fingers. At once, static like that on a poorly tuned TV starts appearing around Labrys and slowly envelops her. I enhance my vision. Nothing is happening to Labrys' body. It was my own vision that was clouded, or it had been until now. Soon after the noise dissipates, an inhuman-looking girl standing in her place.
A robot?
Metallic arms and legs extend from her uniform. Thrusters on her back spread like wings. It's just as I thought. Her body is identical to that of the shadow in front of her.
Look, that's what she really looks like. It's her who's been deceiving you all from the start. Not only you, but herself too. She really thinks that she's a human living a normal life at school. To reinforce her make-believe is real, she prevented herself from accessing...
This is still really sad to me.
To contradict that, she even sealed away her own name.
Damn.
No! Stop! Why are you doing this?
Kindly hurry up and remember me.
Damn.
Remember yourself. It's pretty rude of you to even forget your own name.
No! I don't want to remember!
Huh. Is that so?
Are they gonna fight?
Looks like you still need an extra push.
The shadow grins evilly and swings the enormous axe at Labrys, or actually at Yosuke-san.
Yosuke-senpai!
Before the axe can complete its arc, I am already in action. I must intervene. Neither Labrys, in shock at seeing her true form, nor Yosuke-san, or Rise-san are prepared for the attack.
What the?
There you go, Aigis. So far, the only two stories that come together the same way are Yosuke and Aigis. Are they the canon ones? I don't know. I deflect the strike with the metallic part of my arm. It was heavier than I anticipated. The battle axe is a giant lump of metal that blocks most of my vision.
Girl? Wait, you're a robot too?
I turn my head to Labrys and look straight into her shocked eyes.
You must remember, that is the only way the future will open up to you. You must accept it, no matter how painful it may be.
I tell her name in a clear voice, her official name, which includes something no human has, a model number.
Your true name is 5th generation
Let her know, Aigis.
anti-shadow suppression weapon, Labrys.
Labrys quivers violently as if an invisible arrow had pierced her chest. To be continued. Oh, thank the fucking Lord. I still don't unlock a new story? Damn, I still have 5 more to go. I'm only 38% complete? How long is this? This looks long too! What is this? Yo, what? You whispered something for you, Jordan, that you hope might help me? Whispered me something? I don't know how to check whispers. How do you check whispers? I don't know how to check whispers. Bro, we told you? Damn, man. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't care. I'm still playing Persona 5 like the day it comes out, so... Yeah. So that's tough. But I want to look at the cast. It's a war out there every day. You got high from it. You gotta play by the rules, play cool, play. understand this.
Welcome to the Velvet.
All right, let me see who I have. Everybody I have. I have Margaret.
Between dream and
ooh, I can see their profile.
Mind and matter. Now.
A second resident of the Velvet Room and another of those who govern power. The Secretary of Unparalleled Beauty is Elizabeth's older sister. Summoning personas at will, the sight of her leading an army of handsome personas makes her a true empress. Okay, I don't know who you are, so I'm gonna skip over you. Who's this? Ken, Amada, and Koromaru.
Ability is the power to control one's own heart.
3 years ago, he joined Seas as a...
Through bonds.
Who is talking in my ear right now?
Bonds by becoming involved with others. Your own social links.
Why are you getting louder?
Who
is talking to me?
Social links is what will determine your persona's abilities.
Yo, who's talking to me? How do I make them shut up? Alright. 3 years ago, he joined Seas as his youngest member. Now a second-year middle school student. He is an elite scholar and popular with the girls. Wielding a spear and the persona Kala Nemi, he teams up with the dog Koromaru for a power combo. Oh, yo, she looks so good. A former Seas member and friend of Mitsuru, she is currently a college student, actress, and model. Using her persona Isis to control the wind, her arrows never miss their mark. The arrow of justice will never fail. She said, N-word, just pick somebody. You take into... I'm not playing! I'm not picking nobody. I'm just reading everybody's profile. Jeez. The Empress, Justice, Lovers, Labris. An anti-shadow weapon. Anti-shadow combat robot. She is the 5th generation prototype developed by Aigis. She gained her persona Ariadine by accepting her shadow. Okay. Sukuna Hikona. The 5th generation of the Shirogane family of detectives. She is trusted by the police despite her age and investigated last year's murders. Her gun, traps, and Sukuna Hikona's instant death move make her very dangerous. A being that came from inside the TV. Margaret always does the most on this screen. Yeah, I had to turn them down, bro. I couldn't even hear myself talking. He is the girl-chasing clown of the group. He used to be empty inside, but now, with his claws and persona, Kentoki Doji, he'll upstage everybody with his crazy antics. Heiress of the Kirijo Group, Mega Corporation, and member of Seas, which ended the Tatsumi Port Island incident. Though beautiful and popular, she is also aloof. Artemisia, her persona, can freeze opponents to the bone. Yes, very hot. A combat android built by the Kirijo Group to destroy shadows. Though she is a machine, her heart allows her to summon her persona, Athena. Use her heavy weaponry and orgy mode to gain the upper hand. Okay. Wait, why is there a show here and a show here? What the fuck? Wait, Rise can fight! A mysterious girl who was saved by the investigation team and became a central part of the disaster that nearly befell Inaba. She's blunt and abrasive, but also has a gentler side, though her creative poetry makes every listener cringe. Damn. You're gonna love Yukari's outfit? I already saw it, bro. She looks amazing in it. The schoolgirl Ida Rosette, who is preparing to make a comeback to the entertainment world. She is in charge of supporting the investigation team, but an evolution in her persona, Himiko, lets her turn the stage into a battleground. Junpei Iori, a former Seas member. Although he has a part-time job, he volunteers as a children's league baseball coach. Though lighthearted as ever, his persona, Trismegistus, and his trusty back can lead to a major league home run. Rise can fight surprise? Yes, very surprised. Kanji Tatsumi, a young man once feared as a violent punk. Despite his appearance, he is a kind-hearted and skilled knitter. He prefers fighting up close with powerful throws, and his persona is the thunderous powerhouse Takemi Kazuchi. Oh, Shadow Labris. Same thing. Alright. A former member of Seas who is close to Mitsuru. Though still in college, his thirst for power led him around the world to train, rush down the opponent with his quick fists, and finish them with his persona Caesar. A third-year Yasogami High student who is on the investigation team, she loves steak, kung fu, and justice. Use her persona Tomoe to get in close and KO the opponent with deadly kiss. She loves justice, but her justice isn't her arcana, which is wild to me. Elizabeth, a former resident of the Velvet Room and one who governs power. She looks frail, but the onslaught she dishes out is off the scale. Stymie your opponents with persona cards and then decimate them with Magita alone. Damn. Yosuke Hanamura, a third-year Yasogami High School student who was the brains of the investigation team that solved last year's case. I love that the game is recognizing him as the brains because he is Like, he was smart as shit. Nanako is Justice? Oh, that makes sense. He's a cheerful trickster with speedy, unpredictable moves. His persona is Jiraiya, Master of Wind. The heir to the Amagi Inn and a third year Yasugami High. Though smart and polite, she can be quite spacey. She and Chie are longtime friends. Her fans and persona, Konohana Sakuya, let her attack at range. You should look the Fair and Balance series. What is the Fair and Balance series? Oh shit, that's a I pressed random by mistake. I didn't mean. Oh, I picked you. An ex-detective of the Inaba Police Department. He had been in custody for his. Oh, I don't want to read that. That's spoilers. The young man who ended the case that rocked Inaba returns for the holidays, only to find a new mystery awaiting him and the investigation team. With his katana and persona, Izanagi, he can hold his own in all aspects. So he has the Fool, she has the Fool, and Elizabeth also has the Fool. 3 Fools. Wait, I thought they had the wild card. I thought you had the wild card, not the Fool. Shadow type? Normal type. Doesn't he have a Makoto skin? He does. Damn. Rest in peace, Big Mac. He has so many skins. God damn, bro. How many skins do you have? Boss mode. Wait, I want to switch his persona. I can't switch his persona? Oh, here we go. Navigation? Oh, wow. Nanako! Nanako's a navigator? F in chat for Makoto facts. It's pros showing you all the characters, one-touch KO combos, and fights against each other. Blank is fair and balanced. Nanako! Oh, you can use anybody as a... Yo, she looks amazing. None. Okay, Rise is the main, of course. Glasses? Oh, I get to put on glasses? Can I put the gag glasses on? Or no? I guess not. Persona. I can change the persona's color. Character. Wait, can I not change the persona? That's weird. I thought I could change it. What about with Elizabeth? No, it just says Thanatos. Oh. Yeah, she has a lot of colors too. Wait, I want to see everybody's skin. Can you? Damn. Can I use Yu Narukami? Oh, I can. Wow. She's blonde and black and like tanner? Oh, damn. She does not look like herself in any other skin. That's crazy. Is that a Oh, never mind. Himiko. Oh, Elizabeth can choose. Oh, she can choose personas. That's Margaret? Damn, yo. Oh. You said Himiko is one of the baddest personas? Alright, let me go back. No, not Junpei. Oh yeah, I see it. Damn, Shadow Rise? Oh, she looks scary. Margaret uses all 3? God damn. Alright. Well, that is enough for me. I am done here. I am done. I will be back tomorrow, most likely. I believe so. But good night, everybody. Good night, and enjoy your night. I think it's the earliest I've ever ended stream, which is funny because I think this is my longest stream. This is not my longest stream, I lied. But yeah, I'll see you guys.